Hello, everybody. Welcome to Texas Lone Wolf 73 channel, a source for red pill truth, nothing sugar-coated. Today's title is, how modern women decided to go and not carry themselves, not hold themselves accountable for their own action. So we're going to play a clip over here from, we're going to play a clip off of TikTok. All right.
The problem with modern women is the feminist movement has ruined beauty standards.
Let me go ahead and back this up.
The problem with modern women is the feminist movement has ruined beauty standards. Look at these women. They look like men.
So, modern feminism actually ruined the dating scene, all right? It ruined the dating scene. It ruined it.
Hair under their arms. I'm not gay. I don't want to date a woman that looks like a man. So what I've started to do is date men who are trying to look like women. These men are more feminine than women are now. So because I'm not gay, I've started to date men exclusively.
What are you doing after this podcast?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
So yes, this hit home. So what actually has happened is feminism made a mockery out of the movement it's supposed to create. Oh, I don't need no man. I don't care about no man. All right? I don't care what happens to anyone. And it goes further. And also there's this one brother going to say that the modern women are not worth the effort. Let's play that, shall we?
When you a good man, a lot of women will begin to envy you and be jealous of you. You see, when you a good man, when you have character, you hold up a mirror to their lifestyle. Because a lot of these women are not.
See, a good man is the one that goes clocking in, go to work, does his job, save back his money, pay his rent, pay his utility bills, pay his car note, pay his insurance, then pay his phone bill to make sure he has a way to call in when he needs to, or if he has an emergency to contact his manager in charge, what have not. So let's continue.
Not really living good lives. They really be faking it. They tell you one thing but be living another. So your presence alone, your energy alone, it will expose.
So also take note. I'm going to interject this. See, when a modern woman has a sense of entitlement, and she wants that top earner without giving anything in return. So if she becomes a single mother with the kids, okay, yeah, take note. Kids come first. Fourth. Yes, kids come first. Always. And the man is last. So when do men become disposable? Then you wonder why we have divorce laws that are rigged against men to pay the most of the cost. Did you get that? And one woman allegedly said that she divorces and marries for sport. So you know what? I got bad news for you. She's going to hit that wall of reality. She's going to hit that wall in phases. Yes, I said that. Phases. That wall, she's going to, okay, when she turns 27, 28, she panics. Oh, I got to find me a good man. I got to lock down me a good man. Oh, I like this man. He clocks in, clocks out. He takes care of business. He carries himself. He's got confident energy. Oh, I need a father figure for my child or children. I think I'm going to try to trap this man. The men folks have said, hey, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I had enough. I had enough of this mess. Did you know that? I had enough of this mess. I had enough of this garbage. I had enough of this drama. I had enough of this trying to read minds. You know, men are not mind readers, okay? Women, I need you to know this. Men are not mind readers. You have a problem, tell us the problem. We'll figure it out how to find a solution. We ain't going to read your damn mind. So let's continue on this video here, all right? Let's continue.
And she was like, I can't handle that, and go deal with another dude. This is why they go deal with.
So, you know, you go out mess with all these dusties, you know, these ratchet dudes. You know, they get y'all pregnant, you know, they get these women pregnant and then burn off and change their number at the phone center. Then the women want to find somebody to step up to the plate, which is, by the way, is every woman's dream to be a mother. But the type of man she selects to be a father isn't a very good choice. At one time, I had a Gen Z come up to me and point blank told me that I was not her type. You know, at that time, I was working for a pizza parlor, clocking in, going to work, making money, paying expenses, making sure I have gas in the vehicle to travel to and from work, make sure I have water, lights, essentials like food, medicine, what have you. But I wasn't her type. But she'd rather go run after these dusties, these ratchet fellas that are beating up on females. Of course, they give drama and excitement, but they don't want to contribute to anything. They don't want to build women up. They want to tear them down and traumatize them. These are the Pookie Ray Rays, Chads, Juans, Brads, what have not. They exist from every walk of life, and they play this bad boy stuff from the Delta personality called, well, you got to be mean to keep them keen, of course. That's not the way to go. And women who choose to go that route where guys beat around on them and put black eyes, bruises, you're going to be traumatized. And then you're going to pass that trauma on to the next good guy that hasn't done anything but been nice to you. So, you settle for dusties. Dusties ain't going to get you nowhere but used. Alright?
Lower dudes, lower tier dudes operate off lower vibration because they can't operate off a high vibration. That's why you can't have no intellectual conversation with them. See, they act like they all up here.
So, see, based off this dude is what, you know, he's talking about high vibration, low vibration. The low vibrations are the dusties, the ratchets of society, so to speak. See? And the dusties, they're low vibrating. They beat around women. They use them for everything they got. They don't contribute to anything but violence, beat around, pulling hair, putting bruises on them, pinching them, etc.
Bougie, they give you all this attitude, but that's just all a front. That's a charade. I'm telling you, bro, because when they get around a good man who really about that, they will turn around and skedaddle.
So why does a good man have to pay that price? Explain that. Why does a good man have to pay the price? Let's play another clip. Let's play another clip. Alright, we're going to go ahead and talk about the other video here. You ready? This is really going to hit home.
Modern dating when it comes to finding commitment is absolutely dying, and there's two major reasons.
The reason why modern dating dying? Watch the video to find out.
Reasons why. If you think about all of the men that are out there right now, liking women's posts, DMing them, and offering to give these women everything for providing absolutely nothing.
Note, the men that are liking a post on women's posts, They're stroking your egos. They're validating you. These are the dusties that are liking you so they get in your pants. And then turn around when they done, they burn off, they block your number and ghost you, and you never see them again. Is that what you want?
It's not hard to understand why the dynamic of dating is completely messed up. Between dating apps and social media, it's given everybody this concept of...
Now, social media and dating apps have ruined dating. Now, there's a few exceptions to the rule. Unless you use it right and land a special person, you might get lucky and land somebody high value. But that is very rare. Okay? That is very rare that happens.
Endless options, but a lot of the times it's not even the options that people want. If you think about all of the men that are out there shooting their shot with women, there's a very small percentage of these guys that the women actually want to date. I look at dating as a woman a lot like being a decision maker in a business. You have people calling you and texting you and emailing you trying to get your time.
Oh, we're taking notice. I went on a date with my girlfriend, okay? We spent time together, took pictures of each other's food, texted each other, spent quality time with each other. We kept each other entertained and laughing and giggling. Her and I actually bonded. But, again, on the same token, but the dating landscape is really skewed. You got to be careful what you get out there. You may not be so lucky like I am, but anyways, let's get back to the video.
Whereas men, when we're dating, a lot of times we're trying to get more dates, we're trying to get our options up, and we're really struggling to date the types of women that we want to date. But here's the unfortunate reality that I need you to understand. If you ask any man out there if he's ever gone on a date with a woman that he considers a 10 out of 10 in terms of his standards, I can guarantee you virtually no man that you know has. Because of this, a lot of men are willing to date women with absolutely no intention of committing. Before a guy goes on a date with a woman, the only thing that he knows in his mind is she's attractive enough for him to do something intimate with, but he doesn't.
Oh, yes, I got one more thing to tell you. If a woman comes up and tells you she's a 10, whereas she is a 4 or 5 at best, maybe a 6, if she tells you she's a 10, she's lying to you. You know what a 10 is, right? That's someone fresh out of high school at 18 years of age, feminine, everything in the right places. So if a woman is 40 and walks up till she's 10, she's full of turkey poop, so to speak. She is so full of turkey poop that it's going to take scientists around the world to try to come up with a way to clean turkey feces off the floor with a paper towel and alcohol, so to speak. Yes, you heard it right. So she's full of turkey poop. She's not a 10. She's a 5 at least, or 4 at the most. All right? Just call it what it is. All right, let's continue on with the video here.
Doesn't know if she's the type of woman that he wants to be in a long-term relationship with. More often than not, when women are dating men, they're screening these guys.
Also, take note, this man is talking about... Okay, let's go ahead, continue on, shall we?
For a lot of other characteristics before they're actually going in the date. And the reason why women can do that is because women have the ability to choose because they have more options. So the main reason why finding commitment...
Also, take notice. I got to cut into this. I had to pause this video here, okay? Now, when you go to a used car lot, you look at, what do you do before you make a financial decision to invest in the automobile? Really, technically, the automobile is the worst thing to invest in. The moment you drive it off the car lot, the value drops at least 20%. Minimum 20%. If not more. So if you go sign the loan documents, finance documents, saying, let's say you have a car for $20,000. The Blue Book value they jack up the prices on everything. Let's just say the blue book value is, decent, 22,000. They turn around, they tell you, well, we're gonna have to figure the interest. We got to figure the finance charge. We got to calculate the payments and such, yada 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 yada. Pay taxes, what have you. So you got to figure all that, and the mileage is on the vehicle. So you have to look at the mileage before you make a financial decision. So here in comparison, so you take a female that's 18 years old, fresh out of high school. She has hardly any mileage on her. She's just starting out. Okay? She's just barely starting out. She's going to date an older, established guy that has his stuff together. Typically, that's how it operates. Okay? Do you see that dating dynamic shifting? Now, to the men in the age group of 18, 19, 20, be patient. There are going to be some 40-year-olds, 45-year-olds, 50-year-olds looking at you like you are a steak on a plate. They're going to think that they are the prize. They're going to pick you, take you home with them. They're going to flirt with you like they're in high school. Kick their feet up. Oh, look at that curtain. Look at this. Oh, I'm back in high school. And they're way past their prime. They're on their decline. Getting the menopause, peach fuzz, crow's feet setting in, saggy boobs, so to speak. They can't find anybody to date them. Even men their own age don't even want them. And these women are desperate to get somebody to pay them some attention. You see, attention is the woman's currency. And majority of the women that turn 40, that don't carry themselves, but they cut their hair real short like an onion head, they're masculine. They're full-blown feminists by that time. They talk like a man. But then they want to go to the dating pool. Where have all the good men go? Well, hey, the good men were out there. They watch you ride the carousel. They watched you jump off one dude, hop on the next one, and hop on the next one. That's all you know is run the streets. And let me tell you something, fellas and ladies. The streets, what you run on that is what you get. And there is misery, poverty, loneliness, despair. Oh, yes. You're going to be going to the doctor asking for some depression pills. And did you know that majority of the patients on depression pills are women? Because they run the streets. And also, men, too, when they run the streets. Well, not so much of men, but you kind of get the picture. But there are men on depression meds. Men going to have to step up their game by working their backsides off. And look, men, I know this is hard and tough. And this is Texas Lone Wolf speaking to you, okay, directly. Build your castle first. Build up your money in the credit union. Skip a bank. Banks always changing hands, merging, changing hands, and making a mistake on the money and what have you. Go to a credit union. Invest in a credit union because they are for the members, by the members, and cater only to the members of the financial institution. And they usually cut a good deal when it comes to automotive financing, home loan financing, and personal loans. They're usually more lenient to work with, so to speak. So, brothers, if you listen to this video, build your castle up. Build up, get your own place. Well, if you got to get an apartment to live, have a shelter, do it. And then save you up some money, and it takes willpower to do this. All right? You need to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And put your mind to it. It's going to be hard at first, but later on, as you get older, it's going to become easier. And time will be your friend. And when you hit 30, your life not ended. It's your career is starting taking off. Then when your peak could be the 40s, 50s, or 60s. And that's when the best event is going to take off. Provided you don't sign that marriage contract too fast. Because, marriage itself is destined for you to fail. And most time the women give in to peer pressure when it comes to divorce. From social media to girls group, girls night out, girls going on vacation to wherever destination. All they got to do is get a drop of alcohol in their blood. Boom. Their bedroom fun desire kicks in, and they lose the morality and sanctity of the relationship. I said that, okay? Let's continue on with this video here.
It is so hard is because dating apps and social media have given many people an inflated idea of who they can or can't date, and many men are dating women that they don't want to commit to, and they're not being upfront with these women about the fact that they just want something casual and they don't want a relationship. And this is because many men cannot get dates with the types of women that they actually want to be in a relationship with, and they're dating women that they only see as casual in the meantime of finding that woman.
Stop letting these modern women play games with you. See, guys, she expects you not to know the game when you're talking to her. She expects you to put in all this time with her.
So I need to go ahead and cover this up. All right. Now, modern women's going to tell you they are the prize. Actually, whereas men are the prize. So I'm going to go ahead and spit out some red pill truth on this, okay? Men are the prize. Men are the table. If a woman says, I'm the table, she's lying to you. Just remember, the females start off happy when they're 8 years old, going up to 28 to 29. That's where they start getting nervous. Okay, that's when the biological clock starts slowing down. Then when the 30 years go ding, then they in a hurry to find someone to lock down. They should have locked someone down at 18 and gave a marriage a good run. Because once the man turns 30, his career takes off. Remember that. Also, his money takes off when he ages gracefully. If he takes care of himself, he don't smoke, he don't drink, he don't shoot up recreational drugs, or he keeps his ass out of clubs. Let me tell you something. The only thing you're going to find in clubs is depression, depressed souls. That's all you're going to find over there. And you're going to find Pookies and Ray Rays and Dusties over there. They're not going to be worth your time. And, brothers going to clubs to go out and buy an overpriced drink. Yeah, you're free to spend your money on it. But hey, save some of that money by buying your own drinks and drink it at home. At least you save. You can just drink as much as you want, as much as you like, right there at your own home. You ain't got to be worried about getting arrested by the police and put in jail for DWI, having your car towed, and turn around and have to come up with the impound fees and court costs and everything else that goes with it. You see? You can party smart. But see, most brothers don't even think like that. They don't think like this. Just because society does it don't mean you have... Okay. Let me say this. Just because society is marching to the edge of the cliff, are you going to join them or are you going to turn back and spare your own self? It's better for one person to walk alone instead of following the crowd in the wrong direction. You should have that mentality. Stand out from the crowd. Don't be the sheeple. Just because the government says you need a mask over your mouth, really? For what? The government says you need a vaccine. Vaccine for what? For soft kill? Really? So, remember, number one has to take up for number one. Number one has to defend number one. You got to defend you, nobody else. Let's continue on with the video, shall we?
All your resources, get off your purpose, get off the gym, to spend all this time with her. All along, she has other options, right? She's talking to other guys. She's showing attention to you a little bit, but she's showing other people. She's not really committed to you. You putting in all this effort, all of these resources, but you're not getting nothing in return, right? You need to stop letting these women play you out here. You need to get back on game. You need to be direct with these women. Show them that, hey, I'm not nothing to play with. I'm not no simp. You're not about to get no free gifts out of me, no free food out of me, no free attention and validation out of me. Why? Because it's what these women are used to, especially if she back, even if she average these days. They expect you to crave them and validate them and chase after them and be a simp to them. And then when all the other options fall, then they want to come to you to get an ego boost. Not no more. Not no more. Stay on game, guys. Don't let these modern women play you no more. All right? If the woman is not trying to cooperate with your program, you leave her. You don't even text her back. Don't. First of all, you shouldn't have the number saved, but don't even contact this woman anymore. It's a waste of time. It's a headache. You will lose money. You lose your dignity, your self-respect, all of that stuff, man. You only want to mess with women who has high interest in you already. The women who is eager to see you, who is willing to be, you know what I mean, following you, who is willing to come with a date with you any time of the day, no matter where it's at, and she's happy to be there with you. Right? You get these positive and nice and feminine vibes from her. These are the women who you need to go after. Stop going after these women who think that they all that, they don't need no man, they got OnlyFans, they showing their butt on social media half of the time, right? Pounds of makeup on their face, not really taking relationships seriously. They just want to play around. All of these things, man, you want to stay away from these women because they will play you. These modern women out here, they only want to play men, and they don't want nothing serious in return. They just want to get an ego boost. Stop giving them ego boosts, man. They will play games with you, and in the end, you will look like a fool, right? So we don't need to do that no more, man. Go ahead and like and save this video. Send this video to all the simps out there that need it, man. We need to change this, for real, for real. Peace.
All right, since that video already played, I'm just going to let you all know that, remember, men age like fine wine, women age like milk. They have a very, very short sell-by date. As far as fertility is concerned, they have a short sell-by date. So, I mean, sometimes if a woman carries herself, takes good care of herself, she can have a child in her late 30s and early 40s if she takes good care of herself. Now, but Mother Nature and Father Time work hand in hand. Sometimes they will give you a second chance, sometimes they won't. But usually the case is Father Time usually wins the fight. And you can't dispute this. And you cannot, and women think they can defeat biology. You cannot defeat human biology. Not by nature's stance. If you try to do it, it's going to backfire on you. It's going to backfire. All right? Let me know what you think in the video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell for future notification. And remember, MGTOW is not a movement. It is a way of life for men to say, hey, marriage is not a good deal. Marriage isn't. It needs to be reformed. And no fault divorces needs to be taken out of the laws. You know, it needs to be taken out. If the woman's not happy, she needs to go to counseling first to get to the bottom of what's going on, why she's not happy. You know, group counseling can actually help a couple in marriage problems. Maybe the man has spent too much time away from work and he comes in, he's tired. Remember, men are going to have to go out there and sweat and toil and tears and work and to make the money to pay for the roof over your head, to pay for the food that you eat. And the woman's got to be a nurturer. She's got to be keeper of the house. But since the induction of feminism, the whole society is torn into a whack. And men said, you know what? Since feminism came on the scene, it gave birth to men going their own way. Now, with this men going their own way in effect, the marriage rates have plummeted. And you know what? When the marriage rate drops down, the state's going to have to take notice to make changes to the laws. Okay, the marriage contract is usually one-sided. Not all the time, but usually one-sided. And get this. One time, a woman filed for divorce, and she got caught up in the system. The very same system that enslaved men took their money, got a hold of this woman's money as well. And the woman don't like it. It's time for the women to get a taste of their own medicine. If you file for divorce because you're not happy, and the system comes after you, you should taste some of that medicine that the men have tasted for years. And trust me, if you're listening to this, it ain't gonna taste very good, is it? And sometimes person do the filing on the divorce needs to taste their own medicine. And according to the CDC statistic, women file about 70 to 80% of the time. And most time it's lack of commitment. But they fail to realize, well, how do they get that roof over their head? How do they get food in the icebox? How do they get gas in their cars, car payments? How do they get that? The man has to work and make money for that. And sometimes you're going to have to understand it takes sacrifice to make things work. And if the man is struggling and he's trying to work many hours, the woman should also get a job and help the man out and pull her money up with his money, and both of them, they will double their income mysteriously that way. But no, modern women want to see it. Your money is my money is my money. And that's a recipe for disaster, my friend. But see, modern women don't realize when you go file for divorce, your income's going to plummet. And the man is going to go down a little bit, and he's going to recover. And will he take another go around on marriage? Nope. Once he get burnt once, he ain't doing it again. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of others, and don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. And peace out.